Okay, so you mind telling us who you are and why you're here today?
Yeah, my name is Marcela. I'm the organizing and membership director with Detention Watch Network. We're a network of more than 100 organizations advocating to end immigrant detention in the U.S. And I'm here because right now California City is considering having a new immigrant detention center, which would only really harm all communities around Southern California. We all seen the rates that are happening, that they've been very violent. And we have done studies and we know, right, we see this, that the more detention there is, the more rates that are in our communities because they have to fill the beds. Also, right, we know a lot of these detention centers are run by private corporations that are just trying to make money out of immigrants being incarcerated there and their rights being violated. Even, right, a lot of folks having died in immigrant detention centers. And we also know that the workers have actually said that the working conditions are really bad. So today here, we're asking the city council that if they have to approve any permits, they deny them, that they actually stand with their communities and say that they don't want a detention center in their community, and that, yeah, they join us in the fight against immigrant detention.
If California City Council members approve this, are they condoning the behavior from the Trump administration and the ICE agents who are just out there snatching people up? Are they condoning this behavior by opening this facility?
Yeah, so I think we want the city council to do everything in its power, either coming out with a statement that they don't want this in their community, or really holding ICE and Core Civic accountable if they need to get any permits, that they deny them. And yes, I think if they don't come out and oppose this, or if they consider approving any permits that they need to get in order to open this detention center, they are signing to this racist the agenda of the Trump administration that is only targeting, deporting, and separating our communities.
In your eyes, what would be a good fix for the immigration problem?
Yeah, I think everybody deserves the right to freedom of movement, that everybody deserves to live without the fear of being separated from their loved ones and their communities, and that everybody deserves rights and access to health care and access to education, regardless of their immigration status, and that as folks, try to even get any kind of status. Also, right, we are fighting just for the well-being of our communities, because we have also seen, right, even right now, folks that are citizens are being racially profiled. So we really need racial justice. We really need investment in our community so everybody can thrive regardless of status. And even, right, folks that are able to get status are also able to live in peace, not being targeted by things like ICE or things like law enforcement.
One more question. What kind of message are we sending to the rest of the world by treating people who are maybe not from here, have a different skin color or don't speak a certain language? What kind of message are we sending to the rest of the world by locking them up?
Yeah, we're sending a message that we're not upholding the values of dignity, of family, of respect, of human rights. I think a lot of folks talk about, right, this country, saying that they champion those values of family. But that's not what we're seeing right now, that the policies are actually separating families, that they're actually not respecting people's human rights. And actually the US, right, is an example for other countries like in Europe, and that are also seeing a lot of refugees coming to their borders being displaced because of actually, wars that the US funds, right, being displaced and asking for refugee. And I think at the end of the day, folks should have the freedom to move around if they need to, and should also have the right to stay if they want to, without intervention of governments like the United States in their countries.
Outstanding. Thank you so much.
Thank you.